All right, Shalom. First up, I want to start off by saying, Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. You know, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstones, and salutation to all the Akim out there that's preaching His word in sincerity and in truth. And today we're gonna get into a lesson on the Lord's mighty great creature called Leviathan, which He's gonna release on America in these last days. You know, like the scriptures say, I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, the same way the Lord smote Egypt with the 10 plagues back in the ancient world before He delivered us out of the land of Egypt, which we living in the modern day Egypt, which is America. The Lord is gonna have things happen. Matter of fact, before you get that, get 2nd Ezra 16:37, because the Lord is gonna smite this wicked place called America, aka Babylon, the Great, with great plagues like He did the ancient Egypt. But just like the white man is increased on a high level with his technology and his wickedness, the Lord is going to increase the plagues on a high level. You know, there's going to be wild beasts changing their places. You're going to have famine, death, destruction. You know, it's going to be all out hell on America for the wickedness that is pushing on the earth. You know,
this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 37.
Matter of fact, 16 and 2nd Ezra 16 and 37.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plague draw nigh, and are not slack, as when the woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son.
Yeah, like and a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth her son. When a woman is about to give birth, she can't take that baby back. When that baby is coming, it's coming. You know.
Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
So within 2 or 3 hours of a woman giving her birth, great pains compass her womb, the contractions. So she knows once them contractions start, she got to go through it. She got to feel that pain and push that baby out. So that's a metaphor for when the plagues of America come on America, it's coming and it's not turning back. You know, we seeing the plagues. What we seeing, what Trump is doing with World War III. You know, we're seeing all the pestilence going on around the world. You know, the famine. You know, Venezuela going through it. You know, there's more riots happening out there. You know, continue.
Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Yeah, they slack not a moment. So when the plagues of America kick in on a high level, they're not gonna slack. You know, scriptures say, I beheld Satan fall as lightning, and lightning is quick. So when the plagues come on America, they're not gonna slack. It's gonna be back-to-back hell on this place. You know, continue.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
Yeah, sorrow shall come upon it on every side. You know, that's pretty much the point of it. Jump to Sirach 39:28. Because we gonna get into the Leviathan, the great creature Leviathan, the king of the sea. You know, the Lord is gonna release. That's one of the plagues that the Lord is gonna bring on America. Leviathan, who the world calls Godzilla, the Loch Ness monster, the dragon, the fire-breathing dragon. That's real. That's an actual creature that the Lord created for His vengeance to bring forth judgment on the earth. You know. Continue.
This is Sirach 39 and 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Yeah, spirits that are created by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You have certain spirits where they were created just for vengeance. You know. Continue.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force. In the peace the wrath of Him that made them.
Yeah, in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of Him that made them. So in the time of destruction, the Lord is going to release Leviathan and He's going to please the Lord, you know, in the time of destruction. When Leviathan gets released, it's going to please the Lord to see the damage that He's going to do to you people, you know, you wicked people out here, you know. Continue.
Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Yeah, fire, famine, hail, death. When these things come upon the earth, that's the actual spirit that the Lord creates for vengeance to punish the wicked. Continue.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions. And what is Leviathan? He's a wild beast. You know? Continue.
Serpents and the sword.
Yes, serpents, Leviathan, what we consider the serpent, you know, and the sword. Continue.
Punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yeah, punishing the wicked to destruction. So these creatures are created to punish the wicked. So when Leviathan gets released, he's going to come out the ocean to punish you wicked ass people, you know. Matter of fact, give me Psalms, unless you had a precept. Give me Psalms 104 and 25. Because Leviathan is a great sea creature that lives at the bottom of the ocean, where man can't go. The pressure is so deep at the bottom of the ocean that Esau doesn't have any type of technology that can reach the depths of the sea without being crushed to death. And the scriptures say that Leviathan's skin is as like metal. It can't be pierced or penetrated. So Leviathan is on such a high, powerful vibration that it can actually dwell and live at the very bottom of the ocean, you know?
104 and 5?
Yeah, 104 and 25.
25. It's Psalms 104 and 25. So is this great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts.
Yeah, both small and great beasts. So in the sea that the Lord created, you have small beasts, you know, you have little fish, you have creeping things, you know, you have what they call oysters, snails, sea snails, what do you call it, shrimp, you know, which clean the ocean. But what else? He says great beasts. You also have Leviathan in the sea, you know? Continue.
Come on. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan who thou hast made to play therein.
It says, there go the ships. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein. So the scriptures is telling you that Leviathan actually plays with ships. Like you know, Titanic, they say Titanic sunk, and Esau made a statement. He said, not even God can sink this ship, you know. So very well, maybe the Lord had Leviathan come out. We don't know, you know, but through the Spirit, maybe that happened, you know. So that the Leviathan with the Leviathans, they play with ships, you know, because it's more than one. Because the Lord said whatever he did in pairs, you know, male and female.
Just want to say that through the Spirit, you know, there might be a couple over there by the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle, which when you look into the history of the Bermuda Triangle, they always report any sea ship that sails in that area, they never return. Any plane that flies in that area, they never return. Like me and the brother was discussing before we did this lesson, started this lesson up. Leviathan could very well dwell in where the Bermuda Triangle is, you know, because there's certain places on the earth that Esau can't go. The Lord has certain things there placed there where he can't discover everything. Like they got the Amazon jungle, which that rainforest is so vast and so deep that not even Esau can get to the they say any Edomite or anybody that tried to explore the Amazon jungle, they went so deep they never returned, you know, because the Lord has great mighty creatures hidden in the Amazon. I believe the dinosaurs are hidden in the Amazon because you have natives that are native to that area that reported of seeing pterodactyl-like creatures, you know, big, huge snake-like creatures, big, huge ape creatures like they call Bigfoot or King Kong creatures, you know. These creatures exist, you know. Bigfoot, that exists. And they were created, like we read in Sirach, for the Lord's day of vengeance, you know.
And then even the so-called dinosaurs that we see now, right? Komodo dragons.
Komodo dragons.
I think there's another bird, I forgot, I think just recently went extinct, but you know, they were living in the mainstream place, you know, where we could see them. They were still, you know, from that era.
Yeah, what they call the prehistoric era, which that's all bullshit. Look, the earth is not no millions of years old, you know. Pretty much the earth is fairly new in the eyes of the Lord, because one day to the Lord is 1,000 years. 1,000 years is one day, you know. For the most part, we know that the earth is new, you know.
It's not flat.
It's not no millions of years old.
There go the ships. There is that Leviathan who thou hast made to play therein.
Yeah, there is that Leviathan who now has made to play therein. Like you put your little infant, your little toddler in the tub, and you put the little toys in the little floaties, and they playing with the floaties. They playing water splashing. They having a good old time. That's Leviathan with the ships. He's having a good old time playing with Esau's. What's the name of his ships and the
carriers?
The ship carriers. They got different names. The this carrier, that carrier. You know, Esau got his terms for the carriers. Leviathan can be playing with your carrier, your navy. You know, your navies. You know, your ships. Continue.
They wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season.
Matter of fact, read that again.
Come. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season.
It says, these wait upon me, that they may give them their meat in due season. So the Leviathan is actually at the bottom of the ocean, waiting on the Lord to command him to come out of the ocean and give him his meat in due season. What's his meat? Destroying the wicked. Like we read back in Sirach 39, spirits were created for vengeance. Teeth the wild beast, punishing the wicked to destruction. So the Lord has Leviathan in the bottom of the ocean, waiting to give him his meat in due season. So like you watch that movie Clash of the Titans, when Zeus, pretty much Zeus represents the Most High himself. He was the only one that could release the Kraken. When you seen that movie when he says, "Release the Kraken," and that big ass monster came out. That monster was a representation of Leviathan, that big beast that came out the ocean and started fucking shit up, you know? That's how Leviathan is gonna come out. It's Lord, Yahweh is gonna be in the heavens, and he's gonna say, "Release Leviathan," and this angel, the death angel, is gonna get on Leviathan and come out the ocean and wreck shop, you know?
God, you see that too in The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, come. Which one was that part?
I think it was like the second one.
Okay.
The sleepy dragon with the gold.
Oh yeah. Because the dragons, like you got people in the ancient world, they say dragons, they fire-breathing dragon. That really concept of the dragon goes back to Leviathan himself, because Leviathan can actually breathe fire out of his mouth. We're gonna get that in the book of Job, the 41st chapter, you know.
That thou givest them, they gather. Thou openest thy hand, they are filled with good. Thou hiddest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point of it. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me, unless you had something you wanted to bring out.
I'm just gonna bring out Second Ezra's, the rest of it we were reading.
Okay, come. No, because, like we said, when this thing go down, like we speak about the famine, we speak about the chariots, we speak about martial law, we speak about the nuclear missiles that's coming, we speak about the return of Yahweh Shai, the elect being sealed. We got to start speaking on Leviathan more, because this is actually going to take place. Leviathan is coming out the ocean. Like they call it the Loch Ness Monster. Esau has different sightings that they reported of seeing, like this great beast just come out the ocean. They see a tail, they see a fin, then it swims back to the bottom of the ocean. These beasts exist, you know?
Kind of giant squids, Esau.
Yeah, giant squids, big huge snakes, anaconda snakes, big huge spiders. They see spiders the size of I'm talking about huge spiders the size of like a coffee table or something. People have reported in the Amazon jungle of seeing creatures like this. And there's no end of the Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's creation. So we don't even know what's actually out there as far as the beasts and the creeping things. So I remember that tsunami that happened years back, I think 2003, it happened over there in Asia. Over there, they said when the scientists went over there to observe the damages, they said they were finding fish that they've never seen in their life. Fish with a human face. So the Lord has things hidden, you know.
God. Yeah, and then well, first of all, you can type in UFOs and you'll see a million UFO videos constantly every day. So that's why I gotta talk about Leviathan, because little by little you're starting to see how Esau is grabbing all the things from the scripture and making what you call control opposition with the movies. You know, to try to throw off the faith of the brothers and stuff like that.
Yeah, he'll put the movies out there, so when you see it, that's just a movie. Ain't no such thing as really they call it hidden in plain sight, because Esau know everything in the scriptures is real. They'll put movies like Godzilla out, but to the brothers in the faith, the Most High has Esau doing that because we know it's what's coming. We see the Godzilla movie, okay, that's the Leviathan movie. Let's go see that.
Got a quick scripture.
Okay, come.
This is Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Yeah, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, which is talking about the time we're living in now. Because technology, if you go back to the ancient world, there's never been a time in history where technology increased on this high frequency. You know, I think they said within the last 200 years, technology has just flourished. That's the Most High increasing the technology for the end, you know. Because the Lord, like it tells you in Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. The Lord likes a good fight. So he's increased the devil's technology on such a high level, so when his son comes back, it could be a good battle. He got fighter jets, he has tanks, rocket launchers, you know, Navy, and going back to when Leviathan is released. It's going to be a good fight, you know. Because don't think Leviathan is going to come out to sea and Esau just going to watch it destroy shit. They going to try to nuke Leviathan, kill Leviathan. You know, they're going to send their tanks, which we're going to get into Job, the 41st chapter. Nothing can harm Leviathan. And they brought that out in the movie Godzilla. They said he can't even be killed by a nuke. I think in the 2014 when they said the nukes woke him up, you know. So this Esau knows that there's this beast. Well, Esau has all the records, so they know that these actual beasts exist. Esau has the records of Leviathan. They know that he is a beast that cannot be reckoned with. He is a force that cannot be dealt with. And they told you that in the movie Godzilla, like he's the top predator. He's the apex predator, how they would say it, you know.
God, and even if he doesn't have the technology, he's so proud he'll try to make something up.
He'll try to make something up. Joe, matter of fact, second Ezra's 6 and I think 47. Yep. 6 and 47. Come on, second Ezra 6 and 47. Come on. Oh, we did?
Yeah, con.
About Leviathan. I don't think we got it.
Oh, no, con, right.
Okay, cool.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 47. Upon the 5th day thou sayest unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes, and so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life.
Yeah, so this is talking about when the Lord commanded, you know, because when you read the book of Genesis, when understanding, you know that Yahweh and the angels were down here creating everything. Yahweh gave us the Salaki. Well, it's the spirit, you know. If Lord's will, if we be part of the elect, the Lord gave us the blueprint, you know, on how to create the earth, so to create the fishes, to create the sea, to create the fowls of the air. So on the 5th day, the ocean, the sea creatures were being created. You know, continue.
Brought forth living things at the commandment of the Most High, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures, the one called Enoch and the other Leviathan.
Yeah, the one called Enoch and the other Leviathan, which Enoch represents man, you know, which is the governor over the land, and then you have Leviathan, which is the governor over the sea. I think Behemoth is the which represents the dinosaurs, you know. He's the king of the beasts on the land, you know. Continue.
And this separates the one from the other, for the 7th part, namely where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both. Unto Enoch thou gavest 1 part, which was dried up the 3rd day, that he should dwell in the same part, wherein are 1,000 hills. But unto Leviathan thou gavest the 7th part.
Yeah, Leviathan thou gavest the 7th part, which is the sea. Leviathan is the king of the sea, so to speak. He's the top predator of the whole ocean. There's no other fish, no other shark, no other whale that's more powerful than this beast. You know, continue.
Namely the moist, and has kept him to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when.
Yeah, kept him. That's the point. Kept him to be devoured, of whom thou want and will. So the Lord has Leviathan just chilling at the bottom of the ocean, doing this thing, eating his food, whatever the Lord has him eat, you know, or they eat whatever their food process is, you know. He has them doing their thing, and he's keeping them down there to release them. Matter of fact, read that again.
But unto Leviathan thou gavest the 7th part, namely the moist, and hast kept them to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when.
To be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when, you know. So the Lord has holding them to that time to whoever he wants to devour, whom thou wilt and when. So really, the Leviathan is like that movie, Release the Kraken. Once the Lord put that spirit on Leviathan to come out the ocean, which through the spirit we know he's keeping Leviathan for America, the great destruction of America, you know, because that's going to be one of the major things which Esau is going to be having to deal with, that great beast, you know. Continue.
Upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Yeah, it says Adam, whom thou hast made Lord over all thy creatures, because in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have dominion over all the animals, just like Adam did back in the ancient world, you know. Matter of fact, give me Genesis 1 and 29. The same way Adam had the dominion over the fowls of the air, over the beast, we're going to have the same dominion in the kingdom of heaven, you know. So we're going to have control and power over Leviathan to command them out of the sea if we want in the kingdom of heaven, you know.
It's come to show you how Most High deals with order.
Yeah, good.
You know, he didn't say, oh, a bunch of Enochs, oh, or a bunch of, you know, Leviathan. Well, I mean, technically he was, but, you know, he named them by their names, you know, because that's the patriarch. Leviathan is the, you know,
the king of the ocean. You know, every it's order. Showing the Most High deals with order on every level. He deals with order in the spiritual world. Like it says, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. There's an order in the spiritual world, and there's an order on the earth. That's why Esau got to be taken out, because he's disordered. His whole kingdom is set up on disorder. That's why the earth is mourning. The animals are crying. And that's another thing. When we get in power, the beasts are going to be rejoicing, because they're going to go back to their natural habitat. It was a video I watched. I forget what was it? It was a park where they had took the wolves out of the park, and the park was just, the park when I put it in post-production. I think Yellowstone Park or something, where they took the wolves out of the park, and the deer and everything was like multiplied on such a high level to where they were killing off all the vegetation. The plants weren't producing how they were producing. Like the ecosystem was getting thrown off. So when Esau, you know, Esau, he's a fucking devil. He takes the wolves out, then he puts them back in. So Esau decided to put, I think, 4 wolves in, and the 4 wolves started reproducing, you know, doing what they do, and they brought order to the park. You know, the park started flourishing, the flowers started growing, the deer, because what they were doing is they were killing the deer, which was reducing the population of the deer, so not so much vegetation was being ate up. So it was like a balance. You know, so the Most High has a balance on the earth that he sets up with the animals, an ecosystem. Everybody can't be, it can't be 100 bees and all types of deer. It has to be a certain amount of deer on the earth, a certain amount of, everything keeps itself in order, you know? So that's why we got to get rid of Esau, because he's disordered. You know?
I mean, the animals are in the righteous mind, but Esau's making them go off and putting them in those predicaments. Yeah, so like you're saying, there's order to this whole thing, because, you know, there's no way in hell the Leviathan's going to buck up against the Most High and be like, nah, I don't want to come out, you know, or even in the kingdom, there's no way the Leviathan's going to be bucking up against the, you know, the elect. Even our kids are going to be playing with Leviathans. It might be a little pet thing, you know, like here, kid, here's your Leviathan, you know, every little kid's going to have one, you know, ride it around, destroy shit with Esau with it, you know, rub it back with it. I don't know, do what you will. Genesis 1:29, and the Most High said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for eat. And it was so.
Okay. So the Lord pretty much gave Adam the dominion over the earth, the animals, you know, the trees, everything, you know. So that's the same dominion that we gonna have, you know, through the Spirit. Yeah, continue.
And the Most High saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day.
Yeah, I believe that was the point on that. Matter of fact, jump to Genesis 9:2. Like we said, the fear of the animals are going to be on us in the kingdom of heaven. Our children are going to be playing with poisonous snakes, flying around with bats and birds, and you know, it sounds to people, it sounds crazy, but that's actually going to be a reality. You know, we're going to have to fear, because the Lord created the animals for our enjoyment. You know, because we're going to know how to govern the animals, how to feed them right. You know. Let them, because we ain't gonna have no zoos in the kingdom of heaven. We ain't gonna have your animal tied up, locked up in the zoo, you know, or the press. We gonna let our animals roam freely
and enjoy them.
Yeah, and enjoy them, you know. But you better not let an Edomite run into a lion. Let an Edomite run into a orangutan. They say orangutan is so powerful that it can actually grab you and rip your arm off with its bare strength. Just rip your whole arm off straight from your body. Let an Edomite run into a rhinoceros. You gonna get, hey, the Lord has some powerful, mighty beasts out here. You know? Continue.
This is Genesis 9:2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea.
Yeah, so that's when the Lord put the fear of the animals on Noah, to where all the animals feared. So we're gonna have that same fear on us in the kingdom. When the animals see us, they not gonna run up and want to harm us. They gonna fear us, put their heads down. You know, even our little infant babies, our powerful infant, because our babies, we're gonna have spiritual power. Your baby gonna be able to play with a lion. Matter of fact, give me, is that it?
Yeah, Isaiah 11.
Okay, yeah, okay, we'll jump to that.
Come on, in the spirit. Isaiah 11:6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
Yeah, a little child shall lead them. Now let a little child in today's in the bodies that we're in now try to lead them. You're gonna be terrified. Wolves want to hurt you, want to bite you, But in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have power, and the fear and the dread of the animals is gonna be over us. So they're gonna fear us. They're gonna see the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai emanating from within us. Because we actually gonna glow like the earth glows, They're gonna see the spirit of the Lord on us, and they're gonna fear,
God, little testament, my little cousin's like 5 years old, and he has a little Rottweiler that was trained from like a puppy. And man, he's beating the shit out of it, kicking it and everything, biting it, grabbing it, and the Rottweiler ain't doing nothing. He's just standing there.
He's standing there.
And no, it's hurting because I could tell it's like, damn it, it's in pain, but it doesn't do anything,
Going back to Sirach 39:28, there be spirits created for vengeance. Anytime an animal attacks, the Lord put a spirit on it to attack. So if the Lord is with you, that animal ain't gonna touch you, It's been many a time. Like one time I was walking home from work, and I think it was a pit or something. It was loose, and it just ran up on me. I said, "Oh shit!" I started sending a prayer. I said, if I get fucked up, then it was just judgment of the Lord. I just left it at that. I said, the dog ran up on me, and it just looked at me and then ran off. It just looked at me and looked in my eyes and just ran off. Like it felt my spirit. Like it wanted to know, like, what am I doing over here? I could tell it was probably one of the neighbors that's let their dog had got out the fence and was running around and shit. Pretty much, he just ran up on me, and I just said, okay, it's in the hands of the Lord. I'm just leaving it in the Lord's hands. And the dog ran up on me, just ran off, Because when all hell breaks loose, we're gonna have, matter of fact, I'm gonna finish that up and jump to Job.
Come. And the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp.
Yeah, the suckling child, which is talking about a child that's still being breastfed, still sucking on his mother's titty, so to speak. That little infant baby is going to play on the hole of the asp. The asp is a poisonous snake. So your little infant baby that's still sucking on his mother's breast is going to play with poisonous snakes. What they call it, what's some poisonous ones? The rattlesnake, the cobras, There's a lot of poisonous snakes out there. But our little children are going to play with them. With snakes that have venom that can bite you and put you to death. Guess what? We're going to have spiritual power in that. Even if they did bite, which they're not going to bite us, we couldn't die anyway, in the kingdom. So our little children are going to be playing with poison. We got a glorious kingdom coming, Continue.
And the weaned child shall put his hands on the cockatrice den. Cockatrice den. Yeah, so the weaned child is like a child that's being weaned from his mother's breast. He's pretty much ready to, get some real food, which breast milk is real. It is food to the baby, nourishment. I mean, like solid food, The weaned child, he's being weaned off his mother's breast, shall put his hand in the cockatrice den. The cockatrice den is talking about the lion. So he's going to your little child is going to put his hand in a lion's mouth. Let you do that now. That lion going to snap and fuck your hand up, snap your ass. Yeah, you don't want to fall into unless the Lord got to, that's, we're going to have faith, because Daniel and the lions den, I'm just saying, Jake with them animals, you be like, oh shit, the Lord, because ultimately we understand that it's all judgment of the Lord, but in the kingdom of heaven, we gonna be able to do this. Your little child playing with snakes, playing with lions, playing with giraffes, playing with sharks, playing with whatever beast, monkeys, apes, whatever your child wanna do. You're just gonna let your child look. He gonna be dressed in his fitted. His slaves gonna get him all nice and fitted. He gonna fly off at the speed of sound, sonic boom. And he gonna be playing. You're gonna hear the scripture say the streets of Jerusalem shall be filled with children playing. Our streets is gonna be paved with gold. Children just gonna be flying. It's gonna be a paradise. Waterfalls, trees, birds chirping. Your children gonna be out there having a ball, No worries.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have no worry. Oh, where's my son? I hope a pedophile ain't. Ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom. And let a motherfucker try to roll up on your infant son. Yeah, your son gonna use spiritual power and put him to death, straight up judgment, because we gonna be on an extremely high level in the kingdom of heaven, Every Jake, from the lowest Jake that you see to the highest Jake, you know, which the highest Jakes are us doing this work through the Spirit, you know, even though the world looks at us being low. We're the highest Jakes on the planet Earth, Lord's will. If we continue in the work, doing the will of Yahweh by Shem Shai, teaching His word, you know. We are the highest Jakes, even the low Jakes that are just, we look at it, bums on the street. They gonna be on that high level, above all you heathen, you know.
Come. They should not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
Yes, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. So the Lord's Spirit is going to be upon us. All the children of Israel is going to be righteous in that day. We all going to be perfect in the eyes of the Lord, which means that we're going to receive them superhuman bodies, which means we're going to receive, well, if we perfect in the eyes of the Lord, we already have the bodies. I mean, what I mean is the heart of flesh. You know, we're not going to have the stony heart. We're going to be perfect in the eyes of the Lord, which means all of the promises that we're reading are going to be in effect. The animals being in league with the beast, you know. Matter of fact, go back to Job 5 and 19.
Okay.
Going back to, like I said, when that dog had ran up on me, you know, because Jake, in the past, dogs ran up on you and shit. I was a kid, dog ran up, little pit ran up on me. I was on my bike speeding. You know, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker, you know, Jake, you on that motherfucker back then was trying to get my ass, you know, the spirit of the Lord had me on. I had that GT, remember the old GTs?
Oh, okay.
I forget what they called the little racing bikes. That motherfucker, I was gone, you know, Jake hit them wheels and shit. Dog eventually gave up and shit, you know, but that was all the spirit. But, you know, the dogs run up on you, you don't know all this. They gonna, because ultimately we understand the scriptures. If they do attack you, it's the spirit of vengeance that the Lord is bringing judgment on you. But the dog had ran up on me and just ran off. You know, it was all spiritual.
This is real quick. Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Yeah, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 so no evil touch thee, which is talking about that 7th trump when the missiles come. You know, continue.
In famine he shall redeem thee from death.
So Jake is going to be eating in the time of the famine. You know, Jake is going to be comfortable. Continue.
And in war from the power of the sword.
In the war from the power of the sword. So we're not even going to get harmed in that day. Lord's will, we be part of the elect. I mean, everybody has a lot. You're going to have martyrs for the truth. You're going to have men that have to die for the faith. But you're going to have actual men that the Lord protects through all this, you know. Which He's going to protect all of His elect. But what I'm saying is certain men are lot. Their lot is not to receive famine or to receive death, you know, continue.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Yeah, the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee. So we're going to actually be at peace with the beast in that day, you know. Because the scriptures say wild beasts shall change their places. Wild beasts shall change their places. So we're going to have beasts that actually change out of their places. Matter of fact, if you know what that is, 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. Because, you know, wild beasts are going to actually change out of their places. Because when this hell goes down on the earth, the zoo animals, they're going to get released. Because when this famine takes place, it's not only going to affect us, it's going to affect these animals. These animals need food too. They're going to be out on, like they show at that perfect movie. They showed you that in the movie I Am Legend. The beast that would lead, I Am Legend. You seen Will Smith hunting in the beginning of the movie. You seen a lion trying to hunt the same prey, you know. That deer he was hunting. And they had deers running around. So that showing you the elites know. They know these scriptures, you know.
5 and
5 and 8. Second Ezra 5 and 8.
This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fowl shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places.
Yeah, wild beasts shall change their places. So these wild animals are going to change their places. You know, they're going to be roaming the streets. You have birds flying, pecking people. What's that movie, The Birds, when the birds came out the sky fucking Esau up?
Yeah, Hitchcock. Yep.
Yeah, you're going to have birds fucking up people, you know. You're going to have monkeys, you know, that movie Jumanji. Yeah, people out here talking that fucking bull. Hey, that's why you got to fear the Lord. They call him the king of terrors. The Lord Egypt, like we said, he going to smite Egypt with plagues. Before with the Lord, he had locusts, plagues of locusts, frogs everywhere, you know. The river turning to blood. So you can tell me the Lord can't do that? Have animals and monkeys swinging off the trees, ripping your fucking head off, you know? Hey, remember Travis the chimp? It was a story where this Edomite bitch was raping her monkey. She had a pet monkey called Travis the Chimp.
Oh shit.
And he lost it. And one day.
Oh god, I think I heard that. Yeah.
I think it was her friend. Her best friend was like playing with the monkey because you know she probably was popping the monkey. Let's be real. These Edomites are the devil. They ain't gonna have no pet monkey. They was fucking having sex with the monkey, having orgies with the monkey. The monkey lost it. They violated the monkey. The monkey fucking lost it and ripped the bitch face off. Grabbed a piece of the bitch face and fucked her shit up. And like we said, Sirach 39 and 28, the spirits be created for vengeance. He lost it and said, fuck these fucking crackers, raping me and shit. I should be with a female monkey with these goddamn crack. Ripped their with the spirit.
God. Yeah, and there was also, I think, an article by some scientist, I think, who wrote it. He said his conclusion of that was that this is what happens when you live in this society.
Yeah.
You know, like, because they were trying to domesticate him, trying to make him into a
pet. Yeah, to a pet. A pet. You can't domesticate no goddamn. So excuse my language. I ain't gonna even say that because they are the creatures of the Most High. But you can't domesticate no monkey. You know. It'll sound funny. When you say monkey, we speak about these fucking niggas. You know, which you can't domesticate them fucking niggas either. Man. Wild ass monkeys. But ape that's, you know, I'm talking about an actual ape, not these niggas, you know. An actual ape, you can't domesticate. They were made to be in the wild. You know, that's why they end up losing it. They got the gorillas, they teach them the sign language, you know, they got them, which they can be, they have like a gorilla has a high level of intelligence, but they were created by the Most High to be in their habitation, you know. They have a purpose on the earth. By Esau doing that, he throws off the whole ecosystem. You know, he has monkeys out of place, giraffes out of place. And that's why when we watched that, remember we was watching that when animals attack.
Oh, God.
Animals just lose it because they got them in the zoo performing tricks. You got tigers jumping up on fucking over poles, flipping, you know, doing circles, tricks. You got dolphins flipping up in the air, spin. They should be in the ocean doing their thing, you know. A giraffe should be doing his own thing, you know. In the kingdom of heaven, we ain't gonna be fucking with no giraffe, you know. Or fucking with no, unless we don't eat it, because it is lawful to eat a giraffe. But in that case, we just gonna kill it, slaughter it, and chop it, you know, eat it. But for the most part, we're not gonna be fucking with it, like playing with it, doing tricks, you know. I mean, your children are gonna play with the animals, have fun with them, but we're not gonna be doing how Esau do it, putting them on display, you know. And if you go to the zoo, you can see the animals are sad. They have a real, like, dark, sad, like, damn, I'm fucked up, you know.
And then, I mean, that's how you know the kingdom's gonna kick ass and everything, because Esau wants to enjoy the Most High's creations, you know, but he's not righteous, you know, and that comes to show you how, you know, how defiled we are, that we're not even righteous enough to, like, hang out with the fowls of the creature.
Yeah, the fowls of the creatures, the birds.
Yep, so Esau, what he does, so he's like, alright, so I'm super wicked and not even the animals willing to mess with me. Fuck it, I'm just gonna cage you up.
Yeah, cage them up, and then ultimately over time they become, how they call it, because if you take, like, they become so, like, dependent on Esau, because Esau feeds them at a certain time, they lose their instincts, because the Most High created animals with natural instincts. They're born on the earth. Like, that's why an animal, when it dies, the scriptures say the spirit of man that goeth upward and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth. When an animal dies, it doesn't have to be judged for how it lives its life on the earth, because it's already in its natural order. The Most High created it to do a certain purpose, and it does its purpose. You don't see when the last time Esau he's genetically modifying shit, this fucking devil, but when the last time you seen a male lion try to get with another male lion? That doesn't fucking, unless Esau said, well, you do have gay animals. That's because you infiltrating their DNA, you putting shit in their chemicals to turn them into that. They got something called a gay bomb, where there's chemicals that make men lust after each other. So if you do see two animals of the same sex with each other, I guarantee you Esau has his hand in that shit, putting chemicals and things, manipulating, putting demons on the animal pretty much, because demons can enter into animals. But pretty much, animals are in their natural instincts, so when they die, they just come right back reincarnated. They don't have to go through the process of being judged how we do, you know. But so when animals die, they go right to the, like we go up to the spiritual world, but when they die, let's say a lion dies, it's the moment he's died, he's being born. At that very moment, he's right back in the womb being born again. That's the cycle of the beast on the earth, you know. The Most High has that science down to a T. But Esau, being the devil, he's throwing everything off, you know.
He knows better.
Come.
And monstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah, monstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Like we was speaking about the monkeys. But we're gonna get on you real, you niggas, you know. Cause y'all like monkeys. Cause monkeys, you know, they're beasts. So they conduct themselves like be swinging on trees. You know, they do the ooh, ah, ooh, ah, you know. That's what a lot of menstruous women are bringing forth monsters. You niggas, you little niggas today are like monkeys, you know. You know, y'all completely out of order, have nothing but, you know, stay on the spirit of the beast. You know, because we going to do another lesson getting on you niggas, because you niggas ain't right.
Go back to Isaiah, what were we reading?
I think that was it on that, Isaiah 65 and 25.
I was reading 11.
Oh, 11. Did you finish that?
Just a little bit more.
Okay, come.
Just finish the script. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Most High, as the waters cover the sea.
Yeah, so the earth is going to be full of the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, as the waters of the sea. Is that what it said? The last part?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, as the waters of the sea, you know. So this is how the waters of the sea flow. The earth is going to be flowing with the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, from the least to the greatest. You know, we're going to all know the Lord. And we're going to push this knowledge of the Lord on all you nations, you know. Ain't gonna be no serving your Buddha, serving your Caesar Borgia, Cesare Borgia. You know, you gonna serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know. And the scripture said, if you don't, I think it said, if you don't come up to Jerusalem, there shall no rain come into your land, you know, to keep our high holy days. You got a precept?
Oh no, I was gonna bring up what you.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit. We're in and out from Job 41, the whole chapter. Start from the top.
God, this is Job 41 and 1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook? Can
thou draw out Leviathan with a hook? Because the whole lesson we get into is the spirit of Leviathan. So the Lord is being sarcastic. Can you draw out? Can you actually cast out a hook and draw out Leviathan? Like how you go fishing, you put the worm on put the bait on the hook, and then you cast it out, and then you wheel it. The fish bites the bait, and then you wheel them in. So the Lord is saying, can you do that with Leviathan? You know, continue.
Or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down.
Yeah, tore it with read that again.
Or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down.
His tongue with a cord which thou lettest down, which, like I said, the hook. You know, continue.
Canst thou put a hook in his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn?
Yep, just like when Esau hunts his fish, that's what he does. Can you basically the Lord is saying, can you do that to Leviathan, Esau? You know, continue.
Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever?
Will thou take him for a servant forever, like we read about the zoo animals? You take them zoo animals as servants forever. You lock them animals up till they drop dead. Them animals, that's the point I want to make. Once them animals are in the zoo, you can't release them back into the wild because they can't defend themselves. They lose their natural instincts. That's what I want to say. They actually lose their instinct on how to survive. Like if you take a domesticated lion, his whole life from birth, because they actually comfortable around humans. They're comfortable around people. They fed at a certain time. They get their medicine at a certain time. You know, they get the baths. They're actually domesticated. So if you take that same lion and throw him into the wild, he would know what to do, you know? So, you know, that's Esau being the devil. He's throwing off the whole ecosystem. But can you do that with Leviathan, Esau? Can you actually take Leviathan and put him in an actual zoo so the people can see him? No, continue.
And just real quick, you know, I guess, man, that was spiritual. Just to show you how wicked Esau is. Even though he can't control it, he's going to do whatever he can to control it. So again, Jacob in the penitentiary system.
Yeah, Jake. Yep.
Right, you know, he's in there. You know, once Jake comes out, he's not right.
Yeah, he ain't right. That's a perfect example. Locking Jake up, solitary confinement, where you ain't got no access to any type of public. You go crazy. You bug yourself out. You know. So you devils, hey, this is one thing we gotta say. You devils got a lot to pay for, a hell of a lot. Your tab is to the heavens. You gotta pay for what you're doing to Jake. You gotta pay for what you're doing to, you know, these heathen. Cause they gonna fuck you up too in the kingdom. You gotta pay for what you're doing to the animals, the trees, the earth. You gonna pay for all that, you damn devils.
Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? Wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companies make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Lay thine hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him?
Yeah, shall not one be cast down at the very sight of him. So the very sight of Leviathan is terrible. He's so terrible that you would drop dead off the sight. Matter of fact, give me Wisdom of Solomon, a precept on that. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 15. The very sight of Leviathan is so terrible, like the scripture said, shall thou not be cast down at the very sight of him. You see him, you're going to drop dead. It tell you that, I think it's in many men's hearts fell in them for the things coming on the earth. You know, I think Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 15, you can start right there.
Come on. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 15. But for the foolish devices of the wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason, and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts up on them for vengeance, that they might know that wherewith a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished.
Yeah, so they were worshiping beasts, serpents. So he said, by the same, the Lord sent them beasts on them to put them to death. So by the same things that you're worshiping, you shall be punished by him. You know, continue.
Same also shall be punished. For the almighty hand that made the word of matter without form, made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts full of rage.
Unknown wild beasts full of rage. Continue.
Newly created.
Newly created, like the Lord said, he creates new creatures daily. You know, every day Esau's discovering something new. You know. You want to say something?
No, God. I mean, you can just put on any PBS radio, any Animal Geographic, right? Animal Geographic.
Yeah, Animal Geographic.
Right. Every time you look at it, Esau is bugging out because he found something new.
Yeah, he finds a new species of spider, a new species of bird, because the Lord is everlasting. He's creating his creation is beyond understanding. It's like, you know.
Not even the planets, right?
Yeah, the planets. So I was asking as a spirit, how much more the creatures on the other planets? We speaking about Leviathan, the king of the sea, and on this planet, Hey, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Who knows what the Most High got on the other planets? You know, hey, you probably got some crazy beasts. You know, hey, they showed you that in the movie Superman on Krypton. They had crazy looking beasts on their planet, and they showed you that in the movie Avatar. They had some crazy beasts, and the way the beasts operated on that planet, because that atmosphere was totally different than Earth's atmosphere. You had beasts that were like more extremely powerful than Earth's creatures, and then on that planet, the atmosphere was so powerful that you couldn't even exist in. You had to have a mask to breathe the air. The air, you had to have like an avatar body to exist in that planet. You know, so the Lord might have planets where you just gotta have spiritual power to dwell in that planet. You know, we speaking, but scriptures say eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You know, continue.
Breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke.
Yep, that's Leviathan. Continue.
Or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Yeah, shooting horrible sparkles out their eyes. Like the scripture says, we're going to get back in Job 41, his eyes actually glow. You know, continue.
And then even in the movies, Godzilla, you know, he's filing stuff from his beak, from the eye sometimes.
Eyes, yep.
Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroyed them.
Yeah, that's the point I wanted. The terrible sight utterly destroyed them. So you look at Leviathan, you're going to be destroyed. That's how terrible of a beast he is. So to put it in today's terms, you would say he's a hideous looking beast. He's a monstrous, like how the world would call it, an ugly looking beast. His facial features are terrible to look upon. Like you see a terrible looking creature, you'd be scared. The chupacabra or something, you know, which that's real too. Chupacabra's real, you know. How they call it a myth, a hoax. That's actually, yeah, you got beasts out there that are hidden, you know. So the Most High has Leviathan, the terrible, raging beast in the sea for vengeance, you know.
I mean, just going to the zoo, going back to that point, there's certain animals you look at and you're just like, damn, that's real? Yeah. That shit can fuck me up.
Yeah, you look at it, the Most High he's the author of beauty, man. You go to the zoo, you see peacocks, you see plant life, you see dolphins, you see like all this came from, you gotta meditate, all this came from the Most High's mind. He designed this himself and gave his elect the power to create it, you know. This is, hey man, we living in a beautiful movie, you know. Yeah, you gotta say Barakatah Yahweh Shai for your creation, you know. Continue.
Back at Job 41 and 9. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion.
Yeah, so the Lord ain't gonna conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. He's gonna release him. He's gonna make Leviathan come out, because the world hasn't experienced Leviathan. The world has experienced lions, tigers. They've experienced giraffes. They've experienced, because these beasts are actually out and roaming the earth freely, you know, in plain sight. Because Leviathan's roaming the earth too. But what I'm saying is, in plain sight, you can see these beasts. You know, you can go to Google and Google. I can't go to Google and Google an actual picture. You're gonna find artist renditions of Leviathan, but I can't go to Google and find a HD photo if that's the actual creature Leviathan himself. So it's gonna come a time on the earth where the Lord is not gonna conceal his parts. He's gonna release him, you know, to the public. You're gonna see him in full view. It ain't gonna be no Godzilla movie. You ain't gonna be sitting down eating your popcorn watching Godzilla. You're gonna see it in real life, you know.
And just to make a point, just to show you how the Most High is the almost powerful, makes everything, you know. That's why he's taunting in 41:5. It says, "Wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Wilt thou bind him for thy maidens?" You know, Esau in his mind, he already domesticated everything under the earth in his mind. But little does he know, the Most High has something for him, you know.
He got that. They released that Kraken, like in the movie Clash of the Titans. Once they released that Kraken, you know, Zeus, where Zeus represents the Most High, you know. They go back to that Greek mythology, but when Yahweh himself released Leviathan, you know. The angel of the Lord put the spear down. He sends into Leviathan. He comes out the ocean fiercely, pissed off, you know, fucking shit up. Come out the ocean, tearing up Esau's navy tank. They shooting, they screaming, tanks flying everywhere. You know, he's just playing. He comes up on shore, fucking up as soon as he comes on shore, it's gonna automatically cause a tsunami. Cities filled with water, buildings falling down. You know, this is gonna be a terrible day. You know.
I not even mention the chariots going on.
Yeah, that's on top of that. The chariots, famine, the plagues, as in a woman with travail, you know. Come.
Job 41:13. Who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about.
His teeth are terrible round about. His very teeth are just terrible to look on. You see his teeth, and you gonna be, oh shit, what the hell is that? You know how Esau, Godzilla. You know, fucking groups and shit.
He's gonna be able to pierce through any kind of metal and you know, Esau messes with chemistry, so I'm sure he has some sort of like super metal, like an X-Men, right? That's
adamantium.
Yeah, I'm sure he has something like that. But even then, he's gonna be like,
yeah. Because scripture is gonna get into a Leviathan. Can't be nothing can pierce him, nothing can hurt him. Continue.
Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come between them.
Yeah, so Leviathan's scales, the scales of his skin are shut up so tight that not even air can come between it. Like that's how powerful his skin is, you know. Continue.
They are joined one to another, they stick together, they cannot be sundered. By his nestings a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning.
His eyes actually glow, so it says his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. So he has glowing eyes. So like I always say, Leviathan will you know, to break it all down, Leviathan will have to be like a beast with spiritual power, because he can do things that other beasts can't do. Like I don't know no lion that can blow fire, their eyes glow, you know. This will actually be like a supernatural of the Most High, but a beast with spiritual power, you know.
God, and even with those Komodo dragons, right? They said their mouth is so bacterious and so, you know, I mean, it's concentrated death, you know. So how much more with Leviathan, you know? But his nesting a light doth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Yeah, like you see in the movie Godzilla, when he powers up, you know, he starts glowing. His tail light up, his spikes on his back light up, and he starts blowing out that fire out of his mouth. Screams out that good. Yeah, that's actual real. The Leviathan, that's where they get the concept of the dragon from, the fire-breathing dragon.
Which that's a scarf I got. I call a nigga woman at my job a fire-breathing dragon. You know, I'm laughing in my mind and shit. But the fire-breathing dragon, you know, which the nigga woman is a fire-breathing dragon, you know.
The spirit,
you know. But hey, the Leviathan is actually the fire-breathing dragon. It actually breathes fire out of his mouth. So you got to ask yourself, what type of design did the Most High give the structure of his body? Like we got our bodies, we got a digestive system, we have cells, we have blood cells, we have a brain, a heart. The Most High created an actual beast that can produce an actual flaming substance out of his body. So how powerful is his body that you know what I'm saying? You know, his body has to produce some type of gasoline substance or some type of flammable substance to produce fire out of his mouth, and it doesn't hurt him. His tongue don't get burnt up. His skin don't, you know, he actually is like a walking furnace, you know. You know.
Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. I just want to make a little quick point. The gooks, right? Especially the gooks. They're big into the dragon theme, right?
Yeah,
dragon everywhere, dragon here, dragon year, the dragon parade.
Yeah, year of the dragon, which they get that from Leviathan.
God, I mean, the scripture. This is Job. This is before we even had King David, and you know, before you know, this was still Sodom and Gomorrah, right? No,
yeah.
A little bit after that, I think.
Yeah. I was after that.
But just to show you, this is way before the so-called Chinese Empire and all these empires that, you know, supposedly hold a monopoly on the dragon. You know?
Which, hey, that shows you that these beasts have always been here in history. You know, that's the reason why Job was able to write this in the scriptures, because they've seen Leviathan in ancient times. You know, that's why we got the description. We're reading it to you right now. You know, continue.
God, out of his nostrils goes smoke, and out of a seething pot of cauldron, his breath kindled coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. And his neck remaineth strength, and the sorrow is turned into joy before him.
Sorrow is turned into joy before him. So like he comes at the ocean and Godzilla movie, Godzilla! Everybody screaming, oh shit, he's buildings flying and shit. People are sorrowing. And what's going on in his mind? He said he's joying, he's having fun. Oh shit, I'm out the ocean. You know, the Lord gave me the, you know, I know they got a communication process where they can speak, because every beast has a way of communicating in their own language or tongue or frequency. But he's actually in joy, you know.
He's conscious.
Yeah. And we, you know, the people of the earth in sorrow, like, oh shit, you know.
You know he's not doing it like mindlessly. You know he's having fun.
Yeah, fucking shit up, fucking you up, Esau.
The flakes of his flesh are joined together. They are firm in themselves; they cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as a stone, yeah, as hard as a piece of the nether millstone. When he raised up himself, the mighty are afraid. By reason of breaking, they purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold, the spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He esteemeth iron as straw.
He esteemeth iron as straw. Like let's say I take some straw and I just throw it on your skin. The straw gonna break up, you know. That's how iron is to Leviathan. And iron, let iron come on your skin. You gonna get broken up. You gonna get ripped to pieces. If a big metal iron pipe come against your head gonna be busted or you gonna be leaking. So let straw come on your head. You let a motherfucker hit you with some straw. You know, come up with a big, what they call it, a big handful of straw and just slap you. It may scrape or scratch your face up a little, but you gonna be looking at what the fuck you doing, you know? That's how Leviathan is with iron. Iron cannot pierce his skin. This is a powerful beast, you know. Continue.
He esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood.
Yeah, brass is rotten. You know, rotten wood. It's easy to break that up. That's how brass is to Leviathan. Continue.
The arrow cannot make him flee. Sling stones are turned with him into stubble.
Yeah, sling stones into stubble. Arrow cannot make him flee. Let's bring it into modern day terms. Esau's tanks, like they show you in Godzilla, they always shoot the tanks on them. They're shooting their AKs on them. They're shooting their rocket launchers, you know, their Tomahawk cruise missiles. You're going to be shooting your Tomahawk cruise missiles on Leviathan. Guess what, Esau? They're going to be breaking up at his skin. He's going to be laughing. You know, continue.
They're going to throw like the best nukes they have.
Yeah, they're going to try to nuke Leviathan. They showed you that in the movie. But it's not going to work. Continue.
The arrow cannot make him flee. Sling stones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. He laughed at the shaking of his spear.
Yeah, he laughed at the shaking of his spear. So Leviathan gonna be laughing. Esau gonna be shooting his tanks and, you know, coming, whatever they got some high level shit. Leviathan, this beast, this powerful beast of the Lord, is gonna laugh. Continue.
So like, you probably, I'm sure Esau got lasers already.
Yeah, Esau got lasers. Yeah, they got shit. They got some shit.
Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp pointed things up on the mirror. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot.
He maketh the deep to boil like a pot. Now you know, when the more deeper that you go to the bottom of the ocean, the more deeper the pressure gets and the more colder it gets. It gets super cold. But the scriptures say that Leviathan, like, that's why I said his body got to be made of some type of fiery substance, because his body, he's like a walking furnace. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot, so the actual depths of the sea boil at us when he's around, you know? Like you put the pot on the stove, turn it up to turn the fire on, it starts boil at a certain point it boils. It says he maketh the deep to boil like a pot, you know, shooting that fire out of his mouth.
Kind of like what do they call that? Thermo. Our body gives it out.
Yeah,
thermal heat.
Thermal. I know what you're saying. The body take the thermal heat. Or
something like that. Yeah. So you know, we have some. You know, Esau could bring out his little machines and like just put it on, and we could be hidden under something, but he still be able to detect our heat.
Yeah, the thermal heat comes. He can detect your heat signature, which comes from your spirit. You know.
He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment. He maketh a path to shine after him.
He maketh the path to shine after him. So when he's swimming in the depths of the sea, you actually can see the trail shining from where he was. You can look, oh shit, Leviathan was here. You see that shit is glowing. You see a trail in the bottom of the ocean is glowing. Oh shit, Leviathan was here, you know? That's how powerful this is. This is a powerful beast, you know. Continue.
One would think the deep to be hoary. Upon earth there is not his like, who is made without fear.
That upon earth there is none of his like that is made without fear. Well, like we said, he's the top of the food chain. There's no other beast on this planet Earth that's more powerful than Leviathan himself. Nobody can fuck with Leviathan as far as beasts are concerned, you know. He's made without, he doesn't fear. He doesn't have a predator that hunts him down. Like you guys, you know, certain animals, they have you have the predator, you got the prey. That's part of the way the Most High set it up. But you got the top of the food chain. You always got the apex predator. An apex predator is like the predator above the predator. He's the top guy. Leviathan is the apex predator. Nobody can fuck with him. Nothing on this planet Earth can fuck with Leviathan. You know, continue.
Just like again, just to show you, it's said Most High setting Esau perfectly. You know, give him heart in his heart, makes him proud as hell. Thinks he could own everything, and then here it is. There's one contender, you know, that he doesn't even know about in a sense. And
like we said, the plagues, that's just one part of your downfall, Esau. Cause Leviathan might hit on the west coast and on the east coast. You might have famine. It's gonna be all types of head. Everything gonna be happening at once. This shit is this is a beautiful movie. That's the spirit. Now I'm looking at my phone right now. Say 10:44 as we record. You know, it's spirit. You know. Continue.
God. Upon earth there is not like his. Not his like. Who is made without fear? He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride.
Yeah, he was a king over all. He was the children of pride, the so-called white man. He's a king over you fucking Edomites, and he's gonna destroy you Edomites. You know, Leviathan is coming out to sea to wreak havoc on the planet Earth. You know,
and even the Gooks call it King of Monsters.
Yeah, King of Monsters. Godzilla. You know, they all be running and shit. You know.
God.
But that's gonna be a reality. The movies you see, Godzilla, what's some other ones? Pacific Rim. That other one, Cloverfield. Those movies are gonna be a reality to you devils, you know. But like we read, to the men of the Lord that are of the elect, to the men, which all the men of the Lord are of the elect, you know. What I'm saying is, to the men that the Lord is dealing with in that time, you know, the Lord is gonna have a hedge over your protection over you, even when Leviathan comes out, you know. Like brothers, a lot of brothers say, man, boys, we can see that, you know. See Leviathan come out and get down, you know. You had some last one?
Oh yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I got one more, I believe.
Okay, come on.
This is how to say it real quick,
you know. Hey, cause that's gonna be beautiful to actually see Leviathan actually come out to sea and to destroy shit, you know. Cause we see it in the movies, but Lord's will, in that day we have spiritual power, just could fall back and watch it in the air or something, you know. Whoever the Lord is gonna do it, cause it's gonna be a terrible day. But you know, that's going to be beautiful to actually see the Lord's creation come out and bring judgment on the planet Earth. You ready?
Yeah, this is Hosea 2:18. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of the heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword, and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. So it just goes back to that. That's pretty much the kingdom, you know, able to enjoy our animals, you know, that Esau's been capturing and just torturing, you know. Finally be able to enjoy our creation, the word of those men.
It's will be of those men. Finally be able to enjoy earth, paradise, rest, you know. So, you know, Lord's will, brothers, that's what we got to look forward to, rest. We're going to be able to rest and enjoy the animals. Hell, in the kingdom of heaven, we ain't going to be scared of Leviathan. We're going to be playing with Leviathan. We're going to have spiritual power. You can go to the bottom of the ocean and chill with Leviathan. Talk to Leviathan. Spirit, I was thinking. Talk to Leviathan, you know. Hey, with Leviathan, what you doing? What's up with it? You know, what you been eating? What? Hey, I need something from you. Hey, I have a bunch of Edomites. I got something for you. I need you to do stuff, you know. Have them fuck. I need you to go over there and fuck their ass, you know, come out to sea, scare the shit out their ass. We're gonna have fun in the kingdom, man. You can't even imagine, man. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, you know. Give diligence to make that calling and election sure, man. We're gonna be the gods of the universe, Lord's will. You watch Dragon Ball Z, you watch all these cartoons with spiritual power, Superman. We gonna live that, Lord's will, you know. Well, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, that's it pretty much. You know, but with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. You know, salutations to all the sincere Akim doing the work in sincerity and in truth, and you know, death to America.
Death to America. Shalom.
Shalom.